the lead zeros, yeah, okay, all that. Yeah. So now we are going to continue with subnetting. Okay, can you see my slide? Nampak slide? Okay, subnetting. So first of all, let us see, okay, why we need to do subnetting. Okay, so subnetting in a simple term is that you want to create a new subnet from a given network address. Okay, that is subnetting. In the general definition of subnetting is that you want to create a new network from a given network address. That's why we call it sub. Yeah, you need to sub the network. Call it subnetting. Okay, one of the reasons is that we want to control the broadcast traffic. Okay, you know that. Okay, in a network there are three types of delivery options. Okay, first is the unicast. Unicast is that you send direct to the receiver when you know the MAC address, when you know the IP address, you send direct to the receiver. That is one-to-one. Okay, another one is that a multicast. Okay, multicast, you send your message to a specific group of users. Okay, and the last one is the broadcast. So this broadcast is from one to many. So meaning that all the users within the network will receive your message. Okay, an example of scenario where you use broadcast message delivery is that when you want to get the MAC address of the receiver, and also when you want to know the IP address of the receiver. So that is where you need to use broadcast message. I mean, not you lah, I mean the system. Okay, so this broadcast message, okay, all the users, okay, all the users inside the same network will receive the broadcast message. Okay, so 400 users will receive the broadcast message. So what is wrong with broadcast message? Okay, so number one, okay, when you have broadcast message, okay, there will be a lot of packet in the network. Okay, so this will affect the performance of the network itself. Okay, so that is one. Another one is that when you have broadcast message, too many broadcast message, it will reduce the performance of your laptop. Your laptop need to process a lot of message which is unnecessary. Okay, so that's why when we avoid all these things, we need to do subnetting. Okay, so the reason is to reduce the network traffic and to improve your end devices performance. Okay, for example here, okay, if you are given an IP address, just now you have one network, so you split this network into two networks, okay, by using the router. Okay, so you have 200 and 200 users. Okay, so imagine in UUM, as such a huge organization, you have around 20,000 users in UUM. So imagine we just have one network, we don't do subnetting. So imagine our laptop will receive 20,000 message from 20,000 users unnecessarily. You don't communicate with all the UEM staff, right? Or UEM students. So, but we still will receive the 20,000 broadcast message. Okay, so that is the drawback if we don't do subnetting. Okay, so that's why in UUM we have several subnet. Okay, so you can see if you are accessing from your hostel, so you will be in different subnet. If you're accessing from different school, you have different subnet. So subnet to reduce the broadcast domain. Okay, so far so good. Okay. Now, so what is subnetting? Just now I just explained in general the terms of subnetting. You want to create a new network from one network. You want to split the network into several sub-networks. Okay, that is subnetting. So how to do that is that subnet is borrowing bits of host portion to create new networks or subnet. So this is what we mean by subnet. Okay, you know that in IP version 4, okay, so we have a network portion and host portion. Okay, so the network portion, we will borrow the sum of the host portion bit to become the subnet. Okay, for example, number of subnets created is equal to 2 to the power of n, where n is the number of bits borrowed in the host portion. Okay, example, if we borrow 3 bits in the host portion, we can create 8 new subnets. Okay, so that is subnetting. Okay. Okay, for chapter 8, if you understand my slides, okay, if you understand my slide for today, you already understand half of it in chapter 8. Okay, so I want you to focus. Okay, so this one clear, So you want to do subnetting is you borrow bits of host portion to create new networks or new subnet. Okay, so for example, if you want to borrow 2 bits from the host, you can have 4 new subnet. If you borrow 3, you can have 8 subnets. Yeah, so that is a subnetting. Okay, now you know that prefix length /24. For example, I just give an example here. /24 meaning what? What does it mean, /24? When we say prefix length /24, what does it mean? Anybody can answer? Okay. Yes. Thank you. You all baru attend kelas kan? Tan Yi Cheng, apa you cakap ni Tan Yi Cheng? I tak faham. You kata apa? Behind 27 is host portion. Mana ada behind 27? We are talking about 24. So /24 meaning that 24 bits is allocated for the network portion. Okay, so look at this diagram, this table. Okay, prefix. Okay, if you borrow 1 bits from the, originally you have 24. Yeah, look at this one, 24, the blue color, and 24. Okay, so when you borrow 1 bit from the host portion, okay, it becomes /25. So the new subnet mask will become 255.255.255.128. Okay. So the number of subnet you can create is 2 because you borrow 1 bits. Okay. So now how many left for the host? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bits left for the host. Okay. 2 to the power of 7, 1 to 8. Minus 2, you get 1 to 6 number of hosts that's available in that network. Okay, so look at /26. /26 meaning that you borrow another 2 from the host portion. Okay, so you'll become 26. Yeah, so you will get 255.255.255.192. Okay, so this one you can create 2 subnet. Okay, so So with the host is 62 hosts. Okay. And then if you borrow 27, okay, you can create, I mean, not borrow, I mean, you borrow another 3 bits. So it becomes 27, yeah. So 23 bits become 27. So you can create 8 subnets, okay. And then /28, okay, this is how it works. Okay. So now /30. Can you borrow 7 bits from the host? Boleh tak? It becomes /31. Can it become /31? So when it becomes /31, meaning what? Meaning you have only 1 bits for the host. Is it possible or not possible? Cannot, because you make it /31, you have only 1 bits for the host. So meaning that you'll get 0 hosts. No host can be allowed there, right? So 2 to the power of 1 become 2 and minus 2 become 0. So it is not possible to borrow to leave 1 bits for the host. At least you must leave 2 bits for the host. Okay, so you cannot borrow until the host become only 1 bit. Okay. Clear, Any questions so far? So you have to look into the color, the coloring that I put here. For example, the first one, this one. Okay. Originally is H has 24. Okay, now when you borrow 1 bit, so become 25. So that's how I change the color into red color. Okay, and 1 bit, 2 bit, 3 bits. Boleh. So if can, we move to another slide. So now, how do you know that you want to create how many subnets? Okay, so if you are given an IP address and asked to do the subnet, okay, so first you need to check whether the given IP address is a network address or not. Okay, first, if you are given an IP address and asked to do the subnet, the first thing that you need to do is to check whether the given IP address is network address or not. Okay, how to know that? You can do by applying the AND operation between the given IP and also the subnet mask. Okay, so that is point number 1 that I want you to know. So when you have one IP address, make sure before you do the subnet, you have to check whether the given IP address is a network address or not. Okay, you can only do the subnet if the given IP address is, if you know the network address. You cannot do subnet by using a host IP address. Understand? Okay, and then there are 2 ways how you can do subnetting. Number 1, we call it as fixed length subnet mask. So what is this fixed length subnet mask? Meaning that the number of subnet that you want to create, okay, depends on how many you want. Okay, it's up to you. If you want to create 3, you want to create 4, okay. So meaning that we know that with a certain that the number of network to create. So this is what I'm going to cover today in our class. Yeah. So meaning that, for example, okay, you are given one network address, and then the question asks you to do, okay, create 4 subnet, create 6 subnet, create 5 subnet from this network address. So that is, we will use fixed length subnet mask. Okay. Okay, to create the subnet, Okay, sometimes the organization will depend on based on the based on the department of the organization. Yeah, for example, one human resource will have one subnet, financial department will have one subnet. So that is how you can you want to create your subnet. And sometimes it depends on the location. Okay, for example, in the hostel area, they will have different subnet. School area will have different subnet. So that is based on location. And sometimes you create subnet because you want to differentiate between the devices. For example, server will have its own different subnet. Okay, printer will have its own different subnet, and end users, they will have different subnet. Okay, but for the FLSM, you know for sure how many subnet that you want to create. For example, you have 4 departments. Okay, you want to create 4 subnet. If you have 3 departments, you want to create 3 subnets. Yeah, so that is FLSM. Another way of to do subnetting is we call it as a variable length subnet mask, VLSM. Okay, so this one is a bit tricky, but okay, not tricky, but if you can understand my lecture, I think you should be able to do that. So VLSM, the number of subnet varies depending on the number of maximum hosts required. Okay, don't worry if you don't understand. So I will explain this on Wednesday on VLSM. But first of all, you need to understand FLSM first. Okay. So FLSM is very straightforward. So you want to create how many subnet? Just borrow the bits from host portion to have that number of subnets. Okay. For example, you are given 10.12.32.0/20. So what is the first step that you need to do? What is the first step that you need to do? Remember this point? Check whether the given IP address is network address or not. Okay, so what? Is it network address or host address, this one? Anyone can answer? This network address, Okay, so if you don't know, you need to do an operation. Okay, for me, by the looking at the number, I know it is network address. Okay, but for you, you need to do an operation. Okay, so I convert this, and then once you know this is a network address, then you convert this into binary. Okay, so this is what I get. So the blue color is the network portion. I have 20 bits for network portion, and then I have what? 1, 2, 4, 12 bits for the host portion. Okay. So let's say you borrow 1 bit from this IP address. Okay. For example, you want to create two subnet. You want to use for 2 subnet. Okay. You borrow 1 bit. So in this case, it will become the prefix length will become /21. Okay. So the network address in the binary now will become, you see, you borrow 1 bit, so it become 10.12.32.0/21. So this is important point. Okay, now it becomes /21. Even though the number is the same like before, even though the number is the same like the original one, but the prefix length is different. Before is 20, Now the prefix length become 21. Because why? Because you borrow 1 bits here. Okay. So that's why you get the first subnet will always be the same number with the original subnet. But the only difference is that the prefix length. Clear? Okay. That is if you want to create, you want to have 2 subnet. Okay. Now, if you want to have 4 subnet, okay, you need to borrow 2 bits. Yeah. So it becomes 20 plus 2 becomes /22. Okay. So now you borrow this 2, it become now betul. Become 32.0/22. Okay. If you want to create 8 subnet, for example, you need to borrow 3 bits. Yeah. So it becomes /23. So it become 10.12.32.0/23. Okay. So you see the number here, you have the same like the original one, but the difference is in terms of sum, in terms of the prefix length. Okay. Now, so the question is, you need to create 4 subnets from 10.12.32.20. Yeah. So you want to create 4 subnet. What? How many bits you need to borrow? You need to borrow 2 bits. Yeah. Like before, 2 bits. So you become /22. Okay. So this is the first subnet. You become 00. Okay. /22. So now it becomes 32.0/22. The second subnet will become 01. Yeah. See this color? 01. So now the number is 36. Okay. The third subnet, okay, you have this combination 10, it become 40. And the last one become 44 when you have 11. Okay, from this slide, what is the important point that you can learn, that you can summarize? Okay, you see, to create the 4 subnet, to create 4 subnet here, to create 4 subnet, you need to borrow 2 bits, 2 bits, 1 point. And then it becomes /22. So when you borrow these 2 bits, okay, when you want to create the 4 subnet, so you need to have 4 combination lah, betul tak? 00, so 00, 01, 10, and 11. So that's why you can create 4 subnets. Okay, so and then another point is that you see the blue color, which is the original network portion, is unchanged. Unchanged. Don't change the original of the network portion. See the blue color always remain the same, always 32, 32, 32, always 20 bits. Okay, the only changes is at the borrowing parts, okay. You have 2 bits, so that's 2 bits will only change 00, 01, 10, and 11. Okay, Is that clear? I give you 5 minutes to look into this slide and then ask me. Okay, ada soalan? Abdullah, you understand? Sure. Okay, here I'm not talking, you see, the host portion, we are not talking about the host portion yet. You just want to know what, when you create 4 subnets, what is the new network address? Okay, so the new subnet address here is 10.12.32.0/22. The second subnet is 10.12.36.0/22. Okay, and then the third one 10.12.40.0/22, and the fourth one is 10.12.44.0/22. Okay, so from 10.12.32.0/20, you create 4 subnet, so you become 32.0/22, 36.0/22, 40.0/22, and the last one is 44.0.0/22. So that's how you do the subnetting from a given network address. Ada apa soalan? Mau paham? Okay, there's one question from our friend. When 00201, why at 4? Tan, I don't understand actually what your question is, okay? But you have to, okay, if you convert this into first, this column, when you convert into decimal, convert 1, this is 1, right? This is, okay, I take this number, this is 1, 1, 2, okay, 4, 8, okay, 16, 32, and 64, 28 lah. Okay, Tan, so that number, that red color, this red color, 0, 0, okay, falls under the value of 8 and 4, right? Okay, so the last value is 4, so it will be in the increment of 4, 4, 4, 4. So that is how you want to do it quickly. Okay, so meaning that here is, now here is 32, originally it's 32, right? So 32, you cannot change 32 because that is the original one. So you start changing the borrowing parts, start from 0, 0. So the address is 10, 12, 32.0/22, right? And then it becomes 0, 1. So just now it's 32. The second subnet is 32. So 32 plus 4, so become 36, right? The second one. So, and then this one, 32, the third one, plus 1 is 8, so become 40. So this one, 32 also, plus 8 plus 4, become 44. You understand? Tan? Okay. Any more questions? This one I give you the hardest question lah. Okay, contoh kat soalan tu tukar jadi 3 bits. Tukar jadi 3 bits, 4 subnet. Why you need to borrow 3 bits to create 4 subnet? It is a waste of address, kan? So you don't have to borrow 3 bits to create 4 subnet. If you need to create 5 subnet, then you need to borrow 3 bits. Kalau if you want to create 5 subnet. If you want to create 6 subnet, okay, you need to borrow 3. Because you borrow 2, you cannot create 5 or 6 subnet, right? And if you want to borrow 7 subnet, you want to create 7 subnet, you need to borrow, also you need to borrow 3 bits. Okay? So you only borrow depending on how many subnet that you want to create. Okay, baik, Syafiq faham? Okay, Tan, you want more example? Okay, I give you more example. Okay, I give you more example. Okay, this one. Let's say I want to create 5 subnets. Okay. You do it together, eh? Okay. Now, we do it together. We want to create 5 subnets. Okay, first, what is the first step? You need to identify whether the given IP address is a network address or not, right? So in this case, we simplified, okay? This is a network address, /20. So you need to borrow how many bits to create 5 subnets? Tell me. Tapi apa 6 bits ni? You need to borrow 3 bits, Okay, in order to have 5 subnets, you need to borrow how many bits? You need to borrow at least 3 bits, betul tak? Okay, you want to create 5 subnets. You borrow 3 bits small, it's okay. So with 3 bits, you can create actually 8, but you only want to use 5, okay? So then you have 3 extra for future usage, okay? You cannot get exactly 5 subnet by borrowing a certain bits, So that's why we borrow 3 bits. So in this case, 3 bits, now it becomes red color. So 20 plus 3 become 23. Right? Okay. So the first subnet will become 00. All 23. 23. Are you with me, guys? /23. So that will be your first subnet from 10.12.32.0/20. So the first subnet will become 10.12.32.0/23. So now this all /23. You have 000. So now you have 001, right? So when you have 001, dapat berapa? So what is the value decimal for this one? Become 30. Okay, so it will be in the increment of 2222. Okay, Tan, you ask me what? When the first we don't change anything, right? No, we change /23. Of course, the decimal you look the same, but you change the prefix length. Okay, Tan, of course the numbers sama. You tengok number dia sama, but actually the prefix length is now different. Originally /20, but now /23. Okay, so this one, the third subnet become kena tukar ni lah. So it become 10, Betul. So you get what? 30, 36, right? So /23, /23. Okay. So ini jadi apa? Betul. So slash 23. So become 48. Eh, this one 36. This is 36. 30. 36. Tolong saya Bapak. 1, 2, 4. Ini apa? 30. 38 itu ya. Tiga satu. Kosong satu satu dua empat.
Sir, 38, sir.
Tahu 38, oke? 38, oke? Slash 20, 23 ya. Oke. So, jangan saya buat lagi. So the fifth one become Sorry, tak dengar cakap sorang-sorang pula tadi Okay, so sorry. You want to have 5 subnets, but you need to borrow 3 bits. If you borrow 2 bits, it's not enough to create 5 subnets. So you need to borrow 3 bits. So when you borrow 3 bits, you can create 8 subnets, but you only want to use 5. So you can choose any 5 from the 8 subnets. Okay, the 3 subnets extra you can use for future. The concept is still the same. Okay, the blue color, which is the original one, the original network portion remain unchanged, and then the red color is the new additional network portion. That is only changes happen. Okay, 3 bit 000, and then 001, 010, 011, 10, and then you create that combination until all 1. That's why you get 8 subnets. Any questions from this? Syafiq, faham dah Okay. So now you have from one given IP address, now you can create 5 subnet. Okay, so you borrow 3 bits. Okay, so now you can assign what is the first usable IP address for each of the subnet. Okay, so we'll move on to next slide. The last slide for today. Okay, so continue. So this is continue from /22, 22 bits. You want to create 4 subnet just now, not the 5 subnet. So because that one 5 subnet, I just want to show an example because our friend want to have more example. So this is from the 4 subnet. Remember? So look at this one 4 subnet. So you have subnet number 1, okay, 10.12.32.0/22. So the first usable host IP address will be 32.1, and the last usable host IP address will become 35.254, and the broadcast address is 10.12.35.255. So the second subnet, okay, the first usable, so become 36.1, the last usable become 39.254, and the broadcast address 39.255, and then the third one 40, the fourth one is 44. Understand? Okay. Okay. Alright. So this one ni kalau I lukis gambar dia macam ni lah. Lebih kurang. Okay. Don't mind, I will share with you these slides. Okay. So you will create 4 network lah. And okay. We are create another 4 network. Okay. 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 Sudah ada 4 network. Okay. So dalam network tu dia ada small network. And so they have a small network. Okay. Okay. Host. Okay. So this one. You have a connection to the router, all the 4 network. Okay. Okay. So this is what after we do the subnetting. Yeah. Any question so far? Ada soalan? So 10.12.32.0/22 is the network. Okay. Second network become 36. The third network become 40. Okay. And become 44. Okay. Any questions? Okay. Paham eh? Tak ada question eh? So tak ada question, tak apa. Okay. I think we will end our class here. I will share with you these slides. Have a look. Anything that you want to ask, just ask me. Yeah? Okay. Okay, boleh eh, everybody? So if you want to know how to get the first usable host IP address, the last usable, you need to look at the previous slide. I mean, not previous slide, the last lecture slide. Okay. Okay, so if there is no questions, thank you very much. Yeah. So hope you can study the slides. Okay. And before we move to the next part, which is VLSM. Okay, that is very challenging. Yeah? If you don't understand this, you cannot understand the VLSM. So make sure you understand the FLSM first. How you get this number, how you create the subnet, how you calculate the first usable host IP, the last usable, and the broadcast. Okay. All right, so attendance, okay, I can share attendance. Yeah? So you can leave the class now. Thank you very much. I'll see you on Wednesday. Okay, I already activated some of the exam quiz. Yeah, please have a look. Okay. Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning. Thank you very much. Okay, attendance saya akan share sekarang.